Right, studio ready, mics on, cameras ready, let's freaking go.
You're watching Cat Food Championship Wrestling on PGN.
Yeah, damn Skippy you are. Welcome to Cat Food Championship Wrestling Rekt'Em episode number 12. We are 1 week away from our second free pay-per-view, crisp and juicy. I've got to find more ways to say that in a really dodgy way. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. Hope you're having a good day so far. Let's try and make it a really good evening. So, as I said, we are 1 week away from our second ever pay-per-view. This is going to be a big show tonight. Tonight is the last chance for those in the running to manoeuvre themselves into the championship contender spots for all of our titles. Those titles will be defended, bar none, at Crisp and Juicy. It's our rule here in CCW. All the titles are on the line in every pay-per-view. No questions asked. That's the end of it. That will mean Wuz Lafette will defend his foot-long World Championship. That means Max Music will defend his 6-Intercontinental title. That means the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will defend their whole-ass tag team titles. And not forgetting Raphael, will go through the gauntlet that is the Thunderbutt Cage Deathmatch Tournament Challenge to defend his Thunderbutt title. That in itself is no mean feat. If you've never experienced a Thunderbutt contention before, make sure you tune in next week, because my god, it is going to be a big one. Speaking of which, that will be happening live next week, Thursday 27th of August. Check your times there for wherever you may be in the world. It is a completely free pay-per-view because, god damn it, no one would actually pay for any of this. Let's be honest about it. Every match you will see on tonight's show impacts those rankings, and come the end of this evening, we will know who the number one contenders will be. I'll also be spending some time to go through the, shall we call it, rope break gate from last week, and how the implications of that and the come out of that affect the number one contender spots here in CCW. Now, before I go any further, one thing I should just say: if you were here last week, you will remember, and the week before actually, we were running, or helping to run, a charity drive for our very own Cobra Kai leader, Mr. Landiggity, to get himself a new PC and to free the hamsters. I should have made a poster for that. I should have just held it up saying "free the hamsters." Anyway, I have good news. The hamsters will be freed tomorrow. The PC has been achieved. It is on the way. Mr. Landiggity will be the very proud owner of a new PC, hopefully tomorrow if it gets delivered on time. We would here at CCW like to say a big thank you to everybody that has contributed in any way, shape or form to that goal. Let's just say I've never seen him so happy backstage around the CCW arena tonight as he is. It's just unbelievable. The Overlord is overjoyed. Simple as that. Now, let's get you onto tonight's card. Now, if you are on the Discord, if you go to tiny.cc/CCW, that will get you to our Discord home. I do post up on every Wednesday the matches that are happening on the Thursday night shows. That will be the same for our pay-per-view next week, so don't worry about that. I will post them all up so you know exactly what is going on. But if you're here live now, as I said, at the end of this show, I will be revealing who the number one contenders are for those title shots next week at Crisp and Juicy. But tonight, the matches go a little bit like this. We are starting off with some tag team action, which will see Street Fight, Ken and Ryu take on the Woozle Order in the shape of Woozle Effect and Chris Y2J Jericho. Then we will see the Undertaker take on Viva La Maxter. At least I hope he is. I think Taker's here. I'm not actually too sure, to be honest. Did we put the call? We did. Okay, we have called. That's fine. We have actually called it. Good. Well, that's good to know. We will then see King Duckett, our newbie, take on Mr. Landiggity. More on what happened with that last night and how that match formed coming up a bit later on. Then after that, we will see, let me just check my schedule, we will see Elicure taking on CF Live. More tag team action sees Cakes and Jams take on not Cobra Kai. They really need a better name. How many weeks now we've been going with not Cobra Kai? Seriously, they need a better name. Anyway, and our main event for the evening will be Go Fish against Max Music. Number one contender challenger against current 6-inch title holder. It's a big main event. And around that is when I'll go through what happened last week with the rope break gate between Fish and Viva La Maxter. But as I say, more on that later. So first we have to kick off business, almost quite literally, because Street Fight do like to kick an awful lot, with Street Fight taking on the might, debatable, of the Woozle Order. Off the back of their win last week, Street Fight want to grab the momentum and they want to shoot for another win. The Woozle Order just basically want to stop them. Don't forget, Woozle is the current footlong champion and he likes to meddle in everything here in CCW. He's an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. He will do anything to stop them in their tracks. And of course, Woozle wants to start building his own team legacy with Woozle Order and Chris Jericho. Frankly, I reckon Jericho is just here for the ride. I don't actually think he cares about Woozle Order. I think he's just here to get to that title shot somehow. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. He just seems disinterested. But then again, Jericho is kind of disinterested in most things unless they're for him. But anyway. Woozle, as the footlong champ, has nothing to prove. Unless he doesn't retain the title next week. But this match, he's using it as a warm-up for that title defense next week at Crisp and Juicy. So, without further ado, let's take you to our first match of the evening, Street Fight, taking on Woozle Order. Let's get you down to the ring. When the lights come on. That'd be good. Anytime now. Is it going to happen? Seriously? Oh, there we go. Can't get the staff, clearly. Coming to the ring are the team of Ken and Rio. They are better known as Street Fight. Can we edit the names on the screen? Seriously? Do we... Welcome to CCW, everybody. These two are confident. I'm pretty sure they've got the measure of Woozle Order tonight. Speaking of which, here are their challengers. Y2J, Chris Jericho, and Woozle Effect making their way down to the ring. A little bit of a strut there, I'm noticing, from Jericho. I think he's got his mojo back, you know? I don't know how, I didn't give it to him. As always, our referee will be Casper, the friendly referee. And we are on. Oh, did I forget to tell you it's a tornado? Whoopsie, it's a tornado tag team match. Enjoy! So Street Fight starting off pretty strong in this one. This is going to be... I'm kind of thinking of whitewash. Oh, double team early. Oh, Woozle Effect taken down. Not enjoying that one at all. Street Fight definitely with the upper hand. What is going on with Woozle Order? They're just being dominated early on. I have to say, this is not like them at all. I don't quite know what's going on. Roaster over in the house. Welcome, how you doing? Thank you everyone for joining in with the show tonight. We hope you enjoy our packed card ahead of Crisp and Juicy, our second free pay-per-view happening next week. Jericho sent for the ride, clash into the back of Ryu there, and Ryu just going for the uppercut, but just grazes the back of Woozle. Woozle narrowly escaping being knocked out there, I think. Straight punches to the chest, putting Woozle on the floor. Jericho now coming back with a chop of his own. Throws Jericho? No, Jericho throws Ryu away even. I knew what I meant. Don't ask questions. The 2 count only there at that point. Only the 2 count. There we go. So to open up our screen a second there. Apologies for that one, everybody. And the backward and forward, Ryu and Woozle. Woozle coming out the worst from that one. Jericho just missing that uppercut. The uppercut is a favourite of Street Fight. Thank you, Diggity, for sorting that out. Much appreciated. But now it looks like Woozle's starting to get a bit of an upper hand with Ken. A nasty elbow. The pin from Ryu. This only a 2 count. I thought Woozle had missed what was going on there as he's going in for the submission. And the double team again. Putting Woozle to the floor. 4.5 minutes gone. Non-stop action here in this opening bout. A spinning lariat puts Ken on the floor, but he's straight back up. The pin by Ryu. Could it be it? No, a 3 count. Meantime, Ken gets flung towards the ropes. Back first. That's got to leave a bit of a bruise. Non-stop again now. Ryu putting Woozle to the floor. Jericho just stalking Ryu. The kicks, though, put Jericho onto the floor. And just Ken pounding on the back of Woozle. Saved, though, by Y2J just about there as he breaks up the punishing punches to the back of the head. Technically not allowed, but using the full 5 count from the referee where he could there. Who can blame him? That's what this is for, right? If the ref's going to count 5, you use the 5. Why would you not use the 5? You're mental if you don't. The pin again from Ryu on Jericho. A 2 count again. They're loving the 2 counts tonight. 6.5 minutes gone in this opening bout here on this week's CCW Rekt'Em episode. Street Fight desperately looking to put Woozle Order away as quick as they can. They just want to make sure they are on the top step coming out the back of this match. And again, don't forget, at the end of this show, I will be going over the full stats, winners and losers, and what that means for our number one contenders going into Crisp and Juicy next week. A lovely move from Woozle, but just stopped halfway. Ryu's the neckbreaker, spinning neckbreaker from Jericho, puts Ryu on the floor, but can't quite capitalise, puts Ken on the back of his head. Pounded Ken into the mat there with that one. Ducks at the way of Ryu, but now Jericho is in a nasty corner. He was being double teamed. Woozle coming to the rescue quickly, misses with his own uppercut and put to the floor with the feet from Ryu. Ryu in the pin again on Jericho. It's over. It is all over. It is a win for Street Fight in our opening bout here on CCW Rekt'Em. Well, there we go. That's exactly what they needed, and they got what they wanted. They came here to kick butts, and they certainly did that. It's what they're good at. So that means a win for Street Fight. So I'm going to make a quick note of this, because like I say, I'll have to do maths at the end of this show. I don't do maths when I'm not live. Now I've got to do it when I'm live. What the hell's wrong with this? But Street Fight coming out with the win. Congratulations, Ken and Ryu. Much needed win, continuing their momentum from last week into this week in the build-up for Crisp and Juicy. Now, quick announcement for you. I don't know how much you've been paying attention, but we've had a little bit of discussions with a new entrant into CCW here. Now, it's not actually a wrestler for once, would you believe? However, what we will be having is we will be joined by the, how can I put it, the unmatched Sparky 5656, who will be coming into CCW as a manager. Now, he's not actually going to be taking part ringside in any matches tonight, but he has said that he will be looking for someone who he can represent and support to bring out their full potential. That was his words. Tonight and during Crisp and Juicy, he will be backstage watching all the matches, and he's here purely as an observer, just so he can choose who that person should be. We will know more, and as soon as we know, we will let you know as well. But don't forget, as I was saying, Crisp and Juicy is next week at our usual time on Thursday, 9 PM UK, 3 PM CDT, 4 PM EDT and 1 PM PDT. Make sure you join us for that show. It will be a cracker. Possibly even a 3-hour show. We do try and go special on the pay-per-views here at CCW. Give you a little more bang for your free buck. Yeah, anyway, that doesn't make any sense. We'll just roll with it. We'll get rid of that in post. Don't worry, it's bad. It's fine. So let's move on to our next match, which will see The Undertaker take on Viva La Maxter. Now, The Taker has been strangely quiet since losing the footlong world title to Woozle Effect 3 weeks ago. Can you believe it's been 3 weeks already? I don't know. When I called him to say he was booked this week to fight the up-and-coming Viva La Maxter, he didn't respond. He just put the phone down. Literally, click, done. Not even a yes, okay, I'll be there, got it, I'm in, nothing, just click. So as far as I know, that means he's accepted, but I genuinely have no idea if he's going to be here tonight. Taker still holds the rematch clause against Woozle for the footlong title. He could still enact that. If Woozle were to lose the title at Crisp and Juicy, assuming Taker does not take his rematch clause at the pay-per-view, then it does mean Taker's right on that rematch is gone, dead, done. He's got to start from the bottom again, work his way up to that number one contender spot. Mac has been one of the standout debutants here in CCW. I don't think anyone can argue with that. Aside of his initial debut loss against yours truly, his only loss, I'm the only one that's beat him. Just thought I'd, quietly put that in there. Currently, he stands at 3 wins against that 1 loss against me, which does put himself firmly in the contender spot. Now, a win tonight will mean that he is in a very strong position. As I say, we will tot up all of those wins and losses at the end of the show. We'll do it all live on the show, so you know what's coming up in our pay-per-view event next week. Yes, I'm talking about the pay-per-view a lot because I'm going to be saying a lot, because I'm going to promote it a lot, because that's what I do. and breathe at the same time. That would also help. Now, we need to get this match underway. So, let's make sure we've got all of our competitors ready to go. So, can we have the Undertaker ready? He's ready? He's good. Okay, yep, I'm being told he is by the curtain ready to go. That means we need to get Mac out there as well. He's good to go as well. That is excellent news. That's what I wanted to hear. Okay, right. In that case, we will get this one underway. This is The Undertaker versus Viva La Maxter. Let's take you down to ringside if the cameras have been turned on. Oh, look at that, they have. Make his way to the ring. The one and only, the legend, the phenom that is The Undertaker. Do I need to introduce him any more than that? If you don't know who The Undertaker is, where the hell have you been? And his opponent tonight, needing the win from the back of this match, is the CCW original Viva La Maxter. Mac, to put it bluntly, is in confident mood. He's in very confident mood coming into this match. He's on a 3-win streak, which is unheard of, really. He's one of the few people in CCW to manage a 3-win streak. Can he make it 4? He's got the toughest test. And don't forget, he has fought some of the toughest people here in CCW. The Undertaker is just one of them. He's fought Megazord on his own, for God's sake. He's also fought me, you know. But I don't have to talk about it too much. So, starting off slowly here in this match. Now, of course, Taker never moves that quickly anyway, so, you know, whatever. The spinning elbow on Taker throws him again into the corner, but Taker just straight out, not taking any more of this guff. Puts Mac in the corner himself, but that's not going to... Oh, with the eye rake already. Wow. Going with the underhand shots already? Well, there's a shocker. In with the pin. No, not even a 1 count. I mean, Mac's good. 3 wins on the trot, but you're not going to get a 1 count on the Undertaker that quick at the start of the match. Surely not. Punches raining in. Drops the knee on the back of the head there to put Mac's scalp into the floor. The spinning slap just misses. I don't know how he went over Taker's head at that point, but apparently he did. That was odd. Mac driven to the mat. He's back, going to take some punishment tonight, I think, with this one. Leg drop on the back of the head to the Taker. I don't know why I keep calling him the Taker. Why do I do that? That's a really weird thing to call him. It's like I've forgotten how to talk. That's probably quite true, actually. We'll roll with it for now. Mac coming out victorious on the backwards and forwards battle there. 3.5 minutes gone in this contest so far. Duckett's already talking smack to Diggity in the crowd. This is not going to look good at all. I'm slightly worried for Diggity, I must be honest. He's kind of taken this without thinking. I mean, Duckett's, if you saw last week, Duckett's fight in that match against Woozle. Wow. Duckett's may have not won that match, but jeez did he put up a fight. He took Woozle to the limit, without a doubt. Taker starting to get some advantage here. Going for the nasty gouge. Casper corner for break. And the submission, no. 5 minutes gone. Mac kicks out of that submission. Just crushing the skull of Mac on the floor there. Pulls him back up. Lariat straight through again on the submission. Crushing that skull. Mac is trying to edge himself towards the ropes, but he's middle of the ring. That's the worst place to be for a submission. And he gets it himself. Now, we've seen this before, but last time it was Mac being put in that position by Fish when the rope break happened. Again, we'll go through more of that later. I do have highlights to show you of the incident itself as well, which we'll go through before the Fish match tonight. Palm slaps. Puts Taker to the floor, going to the top rope. Swanton splash onto the stomach, going again. Oh my god, he's gone for 360. No, rope break. Mac just forgetting where he was for a second there. And now getting punted to the floor for his troubles. Taker with a pin on a 2. Mac just kicks out at 2. 7 minutes gone in his match so far. Just some hard gut punches there on Mac, putting him to the floor now. And the lariat again. That's been very effective for Taker tonight. Then again, with that height and those arms, it's really going to hurt anybody, isn't it? Lovely, lovely German on Taker. Pulls him to the middle. No, not going for the pin, though. That could be a mistake. Throws Taker to the ropes. Spins him around for the backbreaker. And goes for the spinning dropkick as well and lands it sweetly on the chin. Up. Driven through the mat. A 2. He kicks out a 2. There's not many people take a 2 off. Take that and then kick out a 2. Spinning heel kick. Taker ducks underneath it. And just pancakes Taker into the floor. Pulls him to the middle. Rolling him over. No, not rolling him over. And again with a spinning heel kick. This time manages to land it plumb on the face of Taker, but then just thrown to the outside. Thrown away. Mac looking a little bit gassed now. What? Okay. King Duckett has come to the ring. He wants to involve himself in this match. He's gone straight for Taker. Oh, and he gets slammed to the ground and the leg drop. Duckett is our newest entrant in CCW. His debut match was last week, and he's come out and wants a piece of The Undertaker. But they're going for the double team. Double team powerbomb on Taker, puts him down. Taker kicks away from the double team again, though. What is Duckett doing here tonight? He's in a match later on against Diggity. What is he doing? I'm not sure if he's a glutton for punishment or he's just got balls of steel. Mac with the pin, rolls him up. 2.9. The Undertaker kicks out. Duckett, a backbreaker. He's feeling the crowd now. Mac just ran into the corner post. What is he doing? He's done it again. Why? Okay, did Mac just take a smack to the head or something? What the hell was that all about? Duckett celebrates his beating of The Undertaker and leaves the ring. But Taker, chokeslam, the pin, a 2.9, a 2.9. Taker has just had a beating from Duckett, going for the rope, classic Undertaker. Goes for the arm smash. Mac is down on the floor. Considering that Taker has just had a double beating, he's still there. Attitude adjustment of sorts, in for the pin. Taker kicks out with a 2 count only there. Gut kick puts Mac on the floor. And the running DDT puts Mac to the floor again. Taker drags him up, wanting more for this one. And the elbow just stops the momentum for The Undertaker. Going for the heel kick again. Getting a lot of profit with that heel kick right now. Hits it to the back of the head. No, Taker again with the chokeslam. That's got to be 3 or 4 chokeslams this match now. The pin. The 3. Wow. Taker overcomes the intervention of King Duckett and defeats Viva La Maxter. Well, that's not good for Mac right now. He was in a strong position going into the pay-per-view. That does now mean that I'm not sure whether he's got the wins enough to put him into a #1 contender spot for this pay-per-view. We will have to see at the end of the night, though. But what a contest. Surviving the onslaught, not only from Mac, but also the intervention from King Duckett, who is due to fight tonight as well. And in fact, is the next match up. So, was that a warm-up? Taker wants to go. Taker does indeed want to go to the free pay-per-view. That's kind of what Taker does. I think Mac got a wire lock loose. I think he did. I don't know quite what happened there. I'm not quite sure how he didn't overcome that. Welcome, Richie Cranium. Good evening. How are you doing? Good to see you. Right, we're going to take a quick advert break. We will be back after these messages. Don't go anywhere.
Remember when food used to be wholesome and delicious? Cat Food the Farm remembers. Crafted responsibly deep in the heart of Manitoba, with care and love. Free range, all natural, only the very best of ingredients. Simply delicious. May or may not be fit for human consumption. Eating may cause cancer, kidney disease, diabetes, lethargy, and existential crisis. Cat food. The food for cats.
Let me out of here! You are acting so weird and immature.
And welcome back to Cat Food Championship Wrestling episode number 12. This is Rekt'Em. As I said, don't forget we have got our second ever free pay-per-view coming up next week. And it looks a little bit like this. Next Thursday live, 9 PM, is our second ever free pay-per-view, crisp and juicy. Was that creepy enough? I hope it was. Times Live. As you can see that on your screen right now, make sure you join us for that. At the end of tonight, we will know all of the number one contenders for our title shots. All titles are on the line next week. That is how it goes round here. Now, let's move on. So, our next match will see the person we've just seen interfering and getting all up in Undertaker's face. We'll see King Duckett taking on the overlord of Cobra Kai, none other than Mr. Lan Diggity, the owner of a new PC and the freer of hamsters. Freer of hamsters? The Pied Piper of hamsters? No. Thinking about it too much. What? What? Sorry? Okay. Right. Okay. So, Dan, my lying producer, apparently is saying that Richie is demanding Ranger gets his ass to the ring and bring anyone he wants. What do you mean he's going down to the ring now? He's not scared. Okay, so apparently he's actually going to the ring. Great, okay. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, right. Oh, he's bringing Austin with him. Oh, okay, right. So apparently he's calling out Green Ranger because he believes he was done over last week. And he wants a tag team match, and he's told Ranger to bring anyone he wants. I don't know what's happened. Well, let's see if he comes out. Oh, you are kidding me. You... Right, so all because Richie lost last week, he's now just called out the Green Ranger. He's brought Austin with him, who tried to help last week. And now... Right, okay. What is going on with these two? This is the second time we've seen Rock and Ranger together. And that... do you know what? Whatever. It's... Right, it's... Okay, it's a non-sanctioned match. If they get injured, they're on their own. This is inmates taking over the asylum. Do you know what? They're on their own. I don't care what they do. I hope they kill each other. Well, I don't, because I can't afford the insurance. Payouts and that would be ridiculous. Can you imagine how much that would cost? No, we don't have a parking lot, unfortunately. If we had a parking lot, I probably could let you wrestle in it. But the problem is, I couldn't actually show it happening because I only have one set of cameras and they're all in here. Pointing at the ring right now with this match that I didn't even okay. Because apparently Richie runs the place now. With Austin. Allegedly. Oh, Rock just sent outside. That was nasty. Yeah, so I was due to bring you King Duckets versus Mr. Landiggity, as I was about to tell you. But no, apparently that's not what's happening. This is what's happening right now. I mean, why not, you know? I'll just sit back and you know, let it happen for a bit. You can just watch those four beat the snot out of each other. Yeah, exactly, it's all fine. I'll just sit here and have a sip of whiskey. Thanks very much. No, Dan, I don't have to commentate on this. I didn't even say this match was happening. No, I don't have to call it. What? No. You've just had a call from the investor. Are you joking? Right. Okay. Apparently, as the 51% shareholder in CCW, the investor has commanded that I continue and commentate on this match. 51%. It could have been 50-50, could it? It had to be 51%. You know when you just regret doing something? When you didn't read the fine print? Yeah, pretty much. Right, well, I suppose I better commentate on this match then. So... We are 5.5 minutes in. I don't know what's going on because I've not been paying attention at all. But apparently Richie is trying to beat the crap out of The Rock, but not really managing to do it. The Rock is beating the crap out of him. Austin is slapping the green snot out of Ranger, but Richie with a nice suplex actually there on Rock. And going in with the knee on Rock, but Ranger not giving up there to the submission. Rock having to rest in the corner because, you know, he's getting on a bit. And now Rock and Austin pairing down. Honestly, do you know what? I thought when we put Rock and Austin in a match together, I thought, you know, one off it'd look good. Here. Now. Right. Sorry. Sorry. Oh God, I'm too old for this. I thought my headset was going to work. I thought I could still wear it in the match, but apparently I can't. I'm sorry, but this is just ridiculous. I try and sort this out. I'm trying to be reasonable, but I'm going to go in there and take matters in my own hand. That's how we do things. I'm a hands-on boss, okay? God damn, can I just sit down a minute? It's alright, just let him go. I need to catch my breath. Oh, can I get water? Thanks. Can you get the medic on me as well, please? Can we... actually, can we go for a quick advert break, please? Thanks. That'd be good. Back in a minute.
Remember when food used to be wholesome and delicious? Cat Food the Farm remembers. Crafted responsibly deep in the heart of Manitoba with care and love. Free range, all natural, only the very best of ingredients. Simply delicious. May or may not be fit for human consumption. Eating may cause cancer, kidney disease, diabetes, lethargy, and existential crisis. Cat food. The food for cats.
Right, sorry, we are back. I'm okay now. Okay. I can report you've not missed much, apart from them still continuing to slap each other. Repeatedly. Right, okay. So clearly my intervention didn't actually work, because they're still going. Oh, and by the way, I can't afford security. Otherwise I'd send them down. They'd probably get the crap kicked out of them as well, but, you know. Whatever. Oh my God! Wait! Did I just see that? Did Green Ranger just kill? Or get killed by Austin? I knew that was a dangerous move, but is he still breathing? Dan, is he still? He's still. Oh, it's okay. The lawsuit's not happening. He's still breathing. It's fine. We're okay. So the match that's completely unsanctioned has ended in a knockout. Literally a knockout. Austin has knocked out Ranger cold. He's still He's still not moving. Well, do you know what? As much as that was annoying, you kind of got to respect Richie taking it into his own hands. Haven't you? It turned out to be a pretty decent match in the end. Yeah, can we tell the investor that it's all fine? It's back under control? Thanks. Just in case they're still watching, you never know. So there we go. We have the team of Richie Cranium and Stone Cold Steve Austin with the win via knockout on Green Ranger. He was absolutely out cold. I don't think I mean, we've had knockouts here in CCW, but he just wasn't even twitching. That was gone. And, yep. Okay, I'm hearing that he has actually been taken out of the ring now. He's definitely breathing. He's definitely still with us. Just. Okay, he's been... Yeah, right. He's fine. He will be looked after by the medic. Not the doc. So I hope he's okay. But there we go. I think you can class that as retribution for Richie Cranium and Steve Austin against Green Ranger and The Rock. That was... wow. Right. Should we try and get back to our regularly scheduled program? That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? So our next match, as I was going to do before I was interrupted by what turned out to be a hell of a knockout. GG, Austin. We'll see Mr. Lang Diggity take up the challenge of the one and only debutante last week here in CCW, King Duckett. Now, if you don't know what happened, there I was last night, just minding my own business. As you do. And I then had Duckett's running in saying, I want a match next week. I'm not on the card. I want a match next week. And right there and then, because Diggity was stood there, he went, I want to fight him. Hence why you saw the message come up in the Discord asking them both to sign it. Because normally matches, when they get signed up, I just tell them they're doing it. It's simple as that, really. But with this one, it was a case of, well, it's a direct challenge. They've both got to agree to it. And they did. Possibly stupidly. I don't quite know yet which one it is. But anyway, that's how it went down last night. I was actually off duty, and I get these two having a go at each other. There's no rest for a commissioner these days. So, we have our next match, which will be a straight one-on-one. It will be, in his second week here in CCW, King Duckett taking on the leader and former Hall-Ass Tag Team title holder, the leader of Cobra Kai, Overlord. Such an ego. The Overlord of Cobra Kai, which is Mr. Lan Diggity. We're just going to get on with it before anything else happens. Can we make sure, Curtin, can you make sure no one else comes out for this one, please? I'm kind of a bit done. I need to catch up what the hell's going on this show tonight, okay? Thank you. Right. So, without further ado, let's head down to the ring and we will see what happens in this match, which will be King Duckett taking on Mr. Lan Diggity. Coming to the ring first is the man that laid down the challenge. This is King Duckett. Now, looks are definitely deceiving with Duckett. If you saw his match last week with Woozlevect, you will know exactly what I mean by that. This guy put on a hell of a show. And his challenge has been laid down to the Overlord of Cobra Kai, Mr. Lan Diggity. Coming to the ring, looking... I don't know, I can't read his mood tonight. I'm not quite sure. He's been distracted in CCW for some weeks now. See what I mean? He's been distracted for some weeks. The business with Cobra Kai, with the initial split, which left John Kreese and Max leaving, Diggity taking over the helm of Cobra Kai, and he's straight in with the spinning committee, making a point early on Duckett. Wow. Trip takedown. Going in hard against Duckett already. Snap takeover. In with the pin. Could have been the fastest victory so far in CCW, but no, not to be yet. But going heavy with the offense. Diggity just straight in there, messing not one little iota. Anyway, yeah, Diggity has been somewhat distracted this week and last week. And again, the spinning committee connects it with the back of the head. Indeed, if Duckett can actually win this match, Diggity has already said that he does have the option of joining Cobra Kai if he wishes to do so. Cobra Kai do this. They don't just let people in, they will test them, and they will test them against their own members. Unless it's Cobra Commander, because, you know, he's a little bit flaky. But, I mean, Diggity would agree with me, he's seen it as well. Duckett being suplexed to the outside, but straight back in, not waiting at all. There is no abuse of juice in this organisation. Possibly we don't test anybody. Maybe we should. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? You know, level playing field and all that. Duckett sent for the ride, but straight in there, Diggity sending him down with the shoulder. See, I think Diggity wants this one over. I think he's had enough of this. To Diggity, it must feel like, you know, this punk kid Duckett has come in and just wants to take over his spot, but I think Diggity wants to make a point. But then again, if Duckett can prove himself, and actually, really, I would argue that Duckett's proved himself last week against Woozle. Again, even though Duckett didn't win, that was one hell of a match. And he proved his intestinal fortitude alone. But now he's up against the leader, the Overlord of Cobra Kai. Super kick. Puts him to the floor. with the pin. Just a 2 count this time. Duckett kicks out at 2. But struggling to manage any real stringed offense here against Diggity. The elbow knocks him away. The overhand right, but just slamming Diggity to the floor. Yeah, rope break called there by Casper, quite rightly. That one actually was a rope break, believe it or not. Doesn't always happen, right? But it does this time. Headbutt there puts Duckett to the floor. Diggity got up and just flies down with the star splash. But no, Duckett's straight up. Too many D's in this match. Insert your jokes in chat right now. Going up high. Drops the elbow right into the heart of his stomach. That's a bit of a contradiction, you know what I mean, though. Again, working on the arm of Diggity, trying to take some offense away, but Diggity breaks free. And again, working on that shoulder and elbow just to try and remove some of those weapons of Diggity, but just slamming his head into the mat again. Duckett just gets a little bit of headway, but then Diggity cuts him off once more. Oh, and he goes in again with the backbreaker on the submission. Duckett's not giving up that easy. He's taken worse from Woozle. And just gets punted down with a lariat. Oh, with the eye rake. Duckett is not afraid of the odd dodgy move. Just go with it. Heart the stomach. It's a new thing, right? I've made up new anatomy. It works, alright? Look, I'm the same kind of doctor as Elicure, so, you know, whatever. Both men looking tired already. We are 8.5 minutes gone in this match, but again, yet again with a Duckett's match, it is just absolutely non-stop movement. And with a sleeper hold, trying to put Diggity away, but no, can't quite make it. Managed to get the elbow to free himself away from that one. And the DDT jamming him even into the mat. Poses for the crowd. Goes in with a boot. Sets him up once more. No! Reversal! Fall away slam. Putting Diggity to the floor now. Is this going to be Duckett's opportunity? Gets him with the elbow. Flings him in the Irish whip, but Diggity stops it on the ropes. And again. Oh, he goes in for the backbreaker. Working hard on that back. Looking to submit Duckett's in this one. And again, Duckett's does not give in. 10 minutes gone. Some severe punishment. The foot straight into the mush. Duckett puts him down. Diggity looking extremely tired. I think this week Diggity's been focused less on his gym work and more on actually organising what's going on with Cobra Kai, between having Wannabe Rowdy join, the Bear just recently joining, and potentially now, depending on what happens here, potentially with Duckett's joining as well. I think Diggity's role in Cobra Kai is more management than actual wrestler. I could be wrong, but Cobra Kai are on the road to becoming the largest membership team here in CCW if Duckett's were to join tonight as well. It would take them to 5, including Diggity himself, which puts him on par with what is now Elicure's team with the 4 Foot Soldiers, and also the Teenage Mutant Turtles with Splinter as well. So we are starting to get some big stables here in CCW. But again, the result of this match depends on what happens there and whether Duckett actually accepts as well, because he doesn't have to take it. Although if he doesn't take it, that's kind of like spitting on the Godfather's hand. You don't want to do it. Elbow gets some separation for Duckett's, gasping for air. I think that elbow to the stomach did more damage than we thought, but the straight punches, top of the head, puts Diggity on the floor again. Just wanting to get some space, getting some air back into those lungs, but the super kick connects hard with the chin, puts him down middle of the ring, goes in with the boots to the stomach once more, damaging that middle section once again. Duckett's is slowing right down and absolutely gassed out right now, but reverses. Puts him back down. Just needs a space. Diggity is looking out of it. He ducks. In the corner now. And going in with the shoulder charges again, working on that midsection. Taking the air away from Duckett, who just can't get the air back in his lungs to recover himself. But is this the green shoot of recovery for Duckett? Sets up Diggity on the top rope. Reversal, headbutt, puts him down. The elbow smash into the midsection once more. The damage continues on the stomach. of Ducats, who is now extremely giddy. Not quite sure which day of the week it is. It's Thursday, by the way. Reversal. Elbow punches out. This is looking like another epic. Last week, we went over 20 minutes in the Woozle and Ducats match. Could this be the same again tonight? We'll have to wait and see. We're 15 minutes gone. The stamina of Ducats is just ridiculous. He's been able to outlast most matches that we see here in CCW, and he's one hell of a prospect with the Caesar kick. Drives to get into the mat. The pin calls him up. A 2.9. Oh my god, a 2.9. Diggity gets a separation, driving him and back again on that stomach. That stomach has to be causing some serious pain for Ducats now. Oh my god, he just pancakes him right on the floor. Ducats has to capitalise here. He has to capitalise. This it looks like his opportunity. Puts him in the corner, but he reverses. Diggity reverses. Catches the leg, spins him round with the knee drag. And again, splash, rope break there, right underneath the ropes. I'm surprised Diggity went for that one. This must be the effects of the match. A super kick of his own. He gives Diggity a taste of his own medicine. The hammer just blowing down on Diggity's head, putting him into the floor. And the DDT for Diggity. Back and forth action. This is the best you can get out of CCW right now. And again with another DDT, putting him on the floor. We're coming up to 18 minutes gone in this match. Good God, this is insane. Oh my God. The powerbomb was coming, but he reverses it. Drags Diggity in. Doesn't have the pin, goes for more damage. Hoists him up, pushes him down, and he's gone to the outside. But Ducats does not follow up. He wants to get some air back. Get some recovery in. What a hell of a match, ladies and gentlemen. And again, this could be it. He goes in with the backbreaker. This could be all over. That stomach has been worked on so hard. This could be one too many. No, he still manages to survive the submission. And again, just driving the lower back of Diggity into the floor. Drags him forward, away from the ropes. The elbow to separate, going for the run. Massive running lariat. Puts Ducats on the floor. We are almost 20 minutes yet again in this match. Ducats is becoming the man known for the massive long matches. Drop kick. And comes back up with a chop to the head. Ducats seem to have a third wind here right now. Scissor kick. Drives him on the floor. Pin. Surely. Middle of the ring. Oh! 2.9. 2.9, ladies and gentlemen. Diggity lives to fight another day. 20 minutes now gone in this match. I thought that was it. I thought Ducats had got his first win here in CCW. This is just outstanding action here. Punches putting Diggity onto the floor once more. Ducats again getting some breath back. This is the problem now. Ducats is extremely tired and he gets thrown to the outside. I think he might have caught his head or shoulder on the barrier there as he flew down as well. But straight back in, not wasting any time. He's got a bit of breath back, it looks like now. Shoving Diggity in, the slaps across the chest, the chops. And now the kicks across the chest. That's got to hurt. That could break a rib or three. Drags him back in. The stomach kick. And Diggity straight back in and going with the spinning committee as he started off this match. Could this be it? Oh, he nails it. Top of the head. Drags him back in. The pin. Both hands. It's over. It is all over. What on earth does Ducats have to do to get a win here in CCW? Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, yet again, Ducats pulling out the slobber knocker of all slobber knockers and only just coming up short. A number of spinning committees there, a number of backbreaker submissions, and he still fought on, but that was one too many at the end there. Ducats proving just how much of a brilliant acquisition he is here in CCW. Another 20 plus minute match, another absolute show of heart and guts to the nth degree, and just amazing. I I am actually disappointed for Duckets that he hasn't pulled off the win. I'm sorry, Diggity, but that's just the truth. That was an amazing match. I don't know how either of those men are standing after that. That was just non-stop, back and forth action. Holy crap. That was amazing. Sorry, hang on, I'm just getting some... No. What? No. No, don't let Woozle go down there. No. No, Dan, have you just seen the match that Duckets has just gone through? Right, okay. So apparently Duckets is still stood in the middle of the ring. He is demanding Woozle comes down to the ring now and has a match. Duckets wants the rematch now. What? No, I mean... You're kidding me. Okay, so apparently Woozle is up for it. It's only because he's smelling blood. I mean... Jesus. I mean, Duckets has just been battered. And do you know what? I let the first one go. I let Richie go with Austin. Turned out to be a pretty good match in the end. I admire Duckets hard. I admire his desire to go up against the best in this company. Do you know what? If he wants his rematch, he's got it. He's got it. Yeah, no, send Woozle out. If he's up for it, send him out. Yeah, we're going. Right, let's get you down to the ring. This is on. This will be... I can't believe I'm actually going to say this for real, but this will be... King Duckets. He's managed to get himself back up to the curtain area. Because, goddammit, I'm giving that man his entrance again. King Duckets, he's just taken an absolute, utter beating from Diggity. He's just lost to Diggity after that beating, and let's be honest, he gave a hell of a beating back. He will now face this man, our current footlong world champion, Woozle Effect, who is fresh as a daisy, may I remind you. This is our second unsanctioned match. I don't think we've ever had one in one show. We're now on our second unsanctioned match of the night. Oh, good God. Can we get a medic on standby for Duckets? Because his ribs and stomach has got to be killing him right now. Thank you. Okay, so this is the rematch from last week of Duckets against Woozle. Duckets wants to right the wrong of last week. Do you know what? I really can't believe I am calling this right now. If it wasn't for the Richie Austin intervention earlier, who said they wanted that tag team match, I probably would have just made Duckets come back and get some medical attention. I probably should have done that in retrospect. This may have been a bad idea. Am I about to injure him? This could be bad. I don't really want to injure my newest talent. Well, it started now. I'm not going to stop it. I mean, technically I could tell Casper to stop it. Truth be told, but... Do you know what? No. There's something about Duckets that I want to let him have his opportunities. He's calling for his opportunity. He wants to get the champ back in the ring. He wants to avenge that loss last week. It's on like Donkey Kong. Again. Wow, 2 unsanctioned matches in one show. This is just ridiculous. Anyway, we're heading into 3 minutes gone of this match. Woozle is clearly just smelling blood. That's all it is. That is all it is. He just sees an easy victory, I think. But do you know what? Even in the state that... Oh, that wouldn't have helped. Even in the state that Duckett is currently in after that match with Diggity, I wouldn't count him out. And, okay, seriously. Overlord Mr. Landiggity, if you do not give this man an option to take a place in Cobra Kai, there is something seriously wrong. This is the man you need in your stable. That's all I'm saying. It is up to Diggity. I am not going to make him do anything. It is his choice. But I pretty much think that should be made. Of course, whether Duckett agrees or not, that's the other matter. But now Duckett's going to work on Woozle with the kicks to the leg and then the head. But no, Woozle coming back now with the lariat, putting him down. And again another lariat. That's a rope break underneath the ropes there with that pin. Woozle knows better than that. But those needle knees from Duckett are vicious as anything. Elbow drives him in, runs in with a lariat, crushing Woozle against the corner post. Or corner padding even, not the corner post, the post on the outside. I know what I'm talking about, leave me alone. Another lariat into the corner. Woozle fights back with an elbow of his own. Irish whip. And he goes in with the gorilla press, slamming him down into the floor. Any contact with the lower back or the stomach is going to be very painful for Duckett right now. If I was Woozle, I would be targeting those areas with every single attack I could possibly make. Even if it's just simple kicks or punches, that's where you need to go for. But he's not doing that. And Duckett dodges. Smart dodge there from Duckett as Woozle runs into the corner post. Pulls him out. Fireman's carry into the reverse, into the backward slam there, puts Woozle down the floor, looking to capitalise now, and the massive swinging right hand there on the top of the head, but Woozle, the sleeper. Shades of Rowdy Roddy Piper there. Missing with them, and they're just dodging each other's punches here. Oh, and he goes with a super kick, puts him down the floor. Rearranges Woozle's chin for him in the middle of the match. Goes in for the run. Duckett is looking remarkably fresh, it has to be said. Is this like 4th, 5th whinge now? I've actually lost count. Oh, and he throws him on the lower back. But he just gets up. Pile driver. Pile driver. Middle of the ring. Submission. Pulling on that leg as hard as he possibly can, but Duckett's got the strength and legs to pull away and manage to get the separation on the submission move. Woozle now starting to stalk his prey. Again, going up. Powerbomb. The release powerbomb. But Duckett's eye rake gets some space, gets some air, but just pulled back for the lariat. He's getting absolutely knocked back by Woozle. Another pile driver. Oh my god, how is he taking this punishment? Can I change that? Can it not be a medic? Can we get an ambulance on standby? For Duckett, please? Yeah, Diggity, you need to be watching very carefully. I'd start taking notes if I were you. And that's the pin. Oh, it's a 2.9, he kicks out. Oh, that was a close one. That was so close. Woozle playing to the crowd now. Puts him down once more. And now he just gets some separation. Manages to throw Woozle to the outside hard onto the floor. I mean, there is padding, but, you know, it's not much padding. I can't afford much softness around here. It's pretty much just concrete with a layer of carpet over it. Oh my god, super kick again. See, there, Woozle playing sensibly, going for the punch to the stomach. Versus the powerbomb. Gets one of his own, knee to the head. 12 minutes done in this match. Puts him down. Trying to get it away in here, and with the backbreaker, and slams him to the ground as well for good effect. Duckett's looking worse for wear. Woozle playing to the crowd. Senses the end is near, but Duckett isn't done yet. 13 minutes gone. Surely he can't go for 2 20-minute matches. Surely not. This would be just insanity. Utter insanity if he could do this. And now backwards and forwards. The straight punches. Woozle finishes it with a lariat, puts him down. Puts him down hard. Oh god, he just got him with it. taking a leaf out of Austin's book. This is just backwards and forwards again, driving Woozle into the mat. There is just no give up, and again, driving Duckett's backwards. Is back taking yet more punishment. But the knees! Gets a separation once more. Pulling Woozle back in, playing to the crowd. He's going for the spinneroonie. He totally didn't nick it off someone else, honestly. Yeah, those knees from Duckett are the most deadly pin needle knees. He ducks underneath the lariat from Woozle. Could this be the turn of turn it round? No. Oh, the backbreaker again. I think we're going to need Duckett having a chiropractor and a medic on after this one. And just hammering down on Duckett. Absolutely no sympathy from Woozle there. Sent to the corner. But Duckett fights out with a nice elbow there. Irish whip. Can he capitalise? Oh, he's got him in the choke. He's just choking him in the middle of the ring. The referee's counting. Woozle kicks away quickly there. This is just ridiculous action. And another pile driver. That's a third pile driver. But he's back up. He's just straight up. Runs a backbreaker. Stands menacingly over Woozle, wait for him to get back up again. And again a backbreaker into the slam on the floor. How much more can Duckett take? How much more can he take? I know for one thing he does not want to go 0 for 3. The tackle puts Woozle down, goes in with the elbow. Woozle is down again. Woozle is getting gassed, goes in with the knees. Again, the knees across the chest. Driving the air out of Woozle's chest. Elbow breaks up the momentum, and again with a lariat, putting him down. It's all over. Oh, it's all over. It's all over. Woozle pulls out the win over King Duckett. Wow. I don't believe I just saw that. That means that Duckett has now lost the first 3 of his matches. But here's the rub, none of them have been due to lack of effort or ability or just straight guts. When is his first win going to come? That's what we all need to know now here in CCW. He's just gone through Mr. Lang Diggity, who after a hell of a match, past 20 minutes, Diggity came out with a win, only just though. He's just gone nearly 19 minutes with the foot-long world champion here in CCW and narrowly loses that match as well. Duckett can't seem to catch a break, but then if he is going to challenge the foot-long champion after going through a 20-plus minute match with Diggity, when he's got stomach damage and possibly lower back damage as well, maybe not the smartest move, but however, I'm sorry, I still appreciate the heart in that one. I'm kind of a sucker for that kind of ridiculous stupidity. It's kind of what it is. Wow, okay, we're going to go to a quick advert break. We will regather ourselves ahead of the next match, which will be, or it should be unless someone else interrupts me, which will see the Doctor, Ella Cures, who might need something to do in the break, will take on our very own CF Live. We will be right back after these messages.
Remember when food used to be wholesome and delicious? Cat Food the Farm remembers. Crafted responsibly deep in the heart of Manitoba, with care and love. Free range, all natural, only the very best of ingredients. simply delicious. May or may not be fit for human consumption. Eating may cause cancer, kidney disease, diabetes, lethargy, and existential crisis. Cat food. The food for cats.
Let me out of here! You are acting so weird and immature.
And welcome back to episode 12 of CCW Rekt'Em. We are 1 week away from our second ever free pay-per-view, crisp and juicy. It'll be happening on this very channel a week from today, starting at 9 PM UK, 3 PM CDT, 4 PM EDT, 1 PM PDT. All tickets will be absolutely free because God, I wouldn't charge for this stuff. We hope you'll join us for that free pay-per-view where all of our titles will be on the line. Now, am I going to get interrupted again? Can we actually do the next match as scheduled? I'm giving it a minute just to see if anything else happens. Is that okay with everyone? Backstage? Yes? Seriously, Dan, if you have anything to do with these unsanctioned matches tonight, I will come and kick your ass personally. Professional face. Since being gifted the Foot Clan, following Shredder's suspension, more on that another time, Elikure has begun to show his true colours. They're a bit dirty. Opportunity has stepped up to him, looked him square in the eye, offered a slightly limp and clammy handshake, and asked him to go for a nice walk together. That wasn't the best analogy I probably could have come up with. Elikure has been flying somewhat under the radar. In fact, I actually only realised after checking everyone's standings after last week's show. Currently, Elikure stands at 4 wins and 3 losses. Now, granted, that is a lot of losses compared to some of the other contenders, but that 4 wins does put him near the top of the pile. So tonight, a win would be very, very fortuitous for him, because he damn well needs it. Losses here in CCW will only count if the win total is the same for both contenders who are looking to get that number 1 spot. In other words, the one with the least losses will be the one that takes the spot. CF, well, honestly, he's here because I told him he had a match. Generally, that's it. I just told him to turn up, and he said, yeah, okay. What time am I on? Well, about now. A win tonight will actually put CF onto 3 wins, but he cannot afford a loss if he's got any designs on singles titles here in CCW, as he currently stands at 4 losses. He's not had the best run, to be honest about it. This is a battle of the big heads and the weirdly shaped hands. I could have typed that a little bit better. Yeah, probably could. Right, let's go down to the match and we will kick off this one-on-one matchup. coming to the ring first is the Doctor, Elikios. As I said, this is the battle of the weirdly big heads. Elikios seems to have the weirdly small-shaped hands, but, you know, whatever. Let's just say we're an equal opportunities employer here, and some heavy boos there from the crowd in attendance tonight. And his opponent will be the original CF Live. This man would rival Popeye in terms of his hands and forearms. And quite frankly, I think he actually did beat Popeye in an arm wrestling contest once. That may or may not be true. I don't actually know. So here we go. One-on-one. The Doctor. CF Boom Boom Live. It is on. And yes, as I thought, we'd end up with someone by the ring. And Elikios brought 3 of his 4 foot soldiers with him. The question is, has CF brought anything to help him? Anything? Anyone? I know what I meant. I need to drink more, clearly. Now, those clubbing forearms from CF are not what you want to be on the end of, but going in with the submission, how he's actually getting his hands underneath Elikios' chin, I don't quite know, but anyway. I think with CF, the hands is all the guitar playing, you know, I mean, it's all that stretching of the fingers. I think his muscles are just so massive now, and it's the same with his forearms. It's years of playing guitar and drums. Hello, yes, there we go. Oh, hang on a minute. So I saw Meggy in CF's corner. Did I see... Yep, okay. So now I'm a little worried. We have alternate CF Live here as well in the original CF Live's corner. It's still confusing me. I don't understand what's going on there with those two. All I do know is yellow CF Live is a mute. I've never heard him talk. It's the weirdest thing. Back to the match. 3 minutes gone in this match. And we have a submission here from the Doctor, but Meggy and Yellow CF... Do I call him Alt CF or Yellow CF? Yellow CF sounds a little bit stupid. It's only because they've got different coloured tops. Anyway. The one that's not in the ring just stands there and watches. This is really hard to commentate. Why did I let CF bring anybody down the ring with him, especially the other CF? That was a very strange knee. Backwards and forwards. And the kicks take their toll on CF and going with a submission, but that's surely going to be a rope break. See, that's definitely a rope break. That's what a rope break looks like. I think CF just got his bell rung, and that's going with the armbar. CF dragging himself, towards the ropes. Apparently my words don't want to come out tonight. I'm tempted just to shut the hell up and let the match go, you know? Because I'm clearly not helping myself, am I? No, I'm not. CF sent for the suplex, and Elikios had designs on a bit of a top rope jump there, but manages to back out of it just in time. CF with a figure 4. Cinched in, but no. Elikios just managed to kick out. Almost 6 minutes gone in this match. Okay, that's bad news. Apparently we've got the void in the vending machine again. The other world void. Can we get that looked at, please? This is bad. Look, we can't have anyone going in the vending machine and disappearing to somewhere else, some other dimension. It's just not a good idea. No, damn, that doesn't mean No Man's Sky. God's sake, some producers. CF getting tied up in the corner, and Elikios just goes to work. Did I just see Elikios kick CF in the nether regions? Did I just see that? Does that count as like multiple low blows? Just me? Just me, okay. Figure 4 cinched in again, but the rope break will be called from Casper because, well, basically Elikios was actually sitting on the ropes at the time, but, you know, whatever. Foot soldiers, I thought they were going to get themselves involved in the match there, but, oh, the headbutt and the leg drop. Neither man really able to get any kind of headway going, sorry, pun intended. The pin! 2.9. 2.9, CF kicked out at 2.9. And he gets the submission around the neck, squeezing with those forearms. But Elikior manages just to kick out. 9 minutes just about gone. Possibly the portal is there. Yeah, it's sort of like Narnia. Except it's less with talking lions and more with zombies. Exactly the same. Same for the Irish whip. CF just absolutely bunted to the floor. Elikior just runs through him. See, this is a battle of two men that skip leg day. Consistently skip leg day. Oh, CF going in with the crowd pulling back hard on that lower back. But somehow with those spindly legs, Elikior manages to kick out. I don't quite know how, but he did. The headbutt again with the glasses. No, not quite yet. The other... Hang on, other CF. No, that one's the original CF. Yellow CF is the other CF. Don't confuse me anymore. It's not difficult, admittedly, but, you know. I should be focusing on the match, you know, really. And this is kind of quite important for the rankings and all that kind of thing, but, you know. Yes, Elikior, you need to start doing squats. Quite badly. I don't know who's who anymore. It's getting late for me, okay? And again with the flying lariat. And the shrug. The crowd go insane for the shrug. I don't quite know why that gets the reaction it does. It's a little bit odd. It works. High up. Drops the elbow, middle of the back on Elikior, going up again. Liked it the first time. Does it again for another elbow. But Elikior up, taking no more of that guff. Holds him up, pausing for effect. All the blood rushing to CF's massive head and slams him down underneath the ropes. The foot soldiers just stare. See, that's what the bear did. They just stare. It's scary as hell. CF misses with the jumping high kick. Oh my god, driven into the mat, and Elikior just pulled out the 3. Elikior just got the 3. Oh my god. Elikior gets the win. Well, that's going to make the picture interesting coming in tonight. So Elikior takes the win away from CF Live. That's another loss on CF Live's bucket. He's not going to be happy with that at all. Oh, God, I'll have to deal with that later now. No interference, though, from anyone at the side of the ring, which I'm stunned at. I mean, the foot soldiers, they're hardly, you know, goody two-shoes, are they, really? That just happened. Elikior seals the win. Wow. Okay, well there we go. That's the rankings looking a lot better for Elikior. Let's move on then to our next match. We have 2 more matches in tonight's show for you. Our next match will be a tag team action. You'll be glad to know it is a normal tag team match, not a tornado tag team match, because why do something too many times in one show? This will see Cakes and Jams, who are confirmed as the #1 contenders for the Hall as tag team titles, currently held by members of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They will take on Not Cobra Kai in the form of John Kreese and Max Music. Max, of course, is our current 6 Incidental title holder here in CCW. Now, here's the thing. Max is also due in the main event. When I booked these matches, I did say to Max, you do realise I've put you in 2 matches back to back. You do know that, don't you? He went, yep, it's fine. So I didn't really argue. I thought it was weird, but I didn't argue. So he's up for doing it, so we're going to do it. So yeah, this is, as I say, going to be a tag team. Oh, they're not ready. Can we get them ready? Right, so Cakes and Jams are ready, which is good. Glad to hear it. At least someone's ready for once. First time for everything, right? There we go. Yep, okay, so Skoy and Anna are ready. Let's also make sure that we have the members of Not Cobra Kai. We have some Cakes and Jams fans in the house tonight. I can spot some signs coming up in the crowd there. Okay, here we go. Right. We are going to have a tag team bout seeing Cakes and Jams taking on the might of John Kreese and Max Music, who are not... I'm sick of saying not Cobra Kai. It's a stupid name. Honestly. It's the most ridiculous name ever. Anyway. Let's head down to the ring and get this one underway. And coming to the ring first is the team of Skoy Jams and Anna Cakes. They are backwards Cakes and Jams. I get that wrong. I don't know why I get that wrong. Coming to the ring now, looking up for it. They carry the confidence of knowing they are #1 contenders for the Hall-Ass Tag Team titles. It's as simple as that. And their opponents. What? Where's Max? What do you mean he left? John knows he's on his own, right? Okay. So it turns out that Max has just walked away. He's literally just walked away. He was in the curtain area, about to come down, and he has walked off. He has left John Kreese on his own to fight effectively what is now a 2-on-1 situation. This just got heavy. What is going on tonight? This is meant to be the build-up show for Crisp and Juicy next week. And now we've got Max, our 6th Intercontinental title holder, our champion here in CCW, not acting like a champion, not standing up for his bouts. What? Don't even get me started on not supporting his teammate. Right, well. So John is on his own. Does that mean that not Cobra Kai are done as well? I mean, they never gave me a proper team name, so they never were really a team. They were kind of just two people that hung around together and occasionally got in the ring together. Oh, God, so many questions tonight. Why am I getting so many? We will need to find out the answers for you. I don't know what's going on. But all I know is Max has rescinded on his deal to do a tag team match tonight with John Kreese against Cakes and Jams. With everything else that's gone on tonight, I'm letting it happen. It's just going to happen. Right, let's call the match. So, Anna going in with the elbow, and then we're in the splash, the pin, just a 1 count though on that one. Diggity in no mean attitude now, does not want to see John win this, has no care for John. Of course, the team originally, Team Cobra Kai originally split up because of the discrepancies between John Kreese and Mr. Landiggity. Oh, and the sternum crush with the feet from the top rope on John, and just a shoulder charge to put him down. He's just taking nothing of a punishment. 4 minutes to go. I can't imagine this match is going to last very long at all tonight. This could be all over very, very quickly. The pin from Skoy. Only managed a 2 count though. 5 minutes gone, and John fighting back with a lovely high kick. Connected with the temple of Skoy to put him down on the floor. In with the submission, just trying to work on that knee a little bit, take away the base power of Skoy, but the 3D in the end puts him down. And oh my God! John has just been driven through the mat. There's got to be a dent in that mat now. Surely that wood's got to be busted. Anna gets a slap for her duty. And John fighting back, pulling on that ankle and knee, but no, Anna is smarter than that. She kicks her way out of it. The small package suplex driving the shoulders and back of the head of John into the mat. She gets it. The splash from the corner. It's a 2.9. It's just a 2.9. Nearly 7 minutes gone in this match. John is taking non-stop damage in this match, but with no reprieve. He has no one to tag in. He has to be fuming, but he looks amazingly calm about it. But he's going in with a submission, the armbar. Anna with her feet just underneath the ropes manages to get out of that one quickly. Skoy looking on, knowing he needs to do nothing at all and just let Anna do her thing in her own time, but John coming back slightly and sensibly Anna going in with the tag. This is what I mean. This team worked well, but John fights away, going straight back to Anna, even though Skoy is the legal man. The palm strikes and the high kick as well on Skoy, putting him down to the floor. And again, the ankle lock, pulling hard on that ankle, trying to take away the base power again of Skoy, but not managing quite to pull it off. High kick again puts Skoy in and working on the neck this time. Anna comes in. I think she sees the issue here and saw that John was on the ascendance there, wanting to break it up. That's a sensible thing for her team, even though it's a 2-on-1 situation. Nope, this is John Kreese. This is the one and only Cobra Kai, or now ex-Cobra Kai, John Kreese in the ring in the black. Former leader of Cobra Kai here. And finally, Max realises that he's just left John in the absolute doo-doo. So, here's the thing. Max, seeing as you're not in this match tonight, thankfully you're still here, which is something, I suppose. Does this mean that you and John are now done as a team? We need to know. We'll do an interview during the match. Is this the end for not Cobra Kai? Meanwhile, Skoy going in with the power. Oh, I thought John had fought out, but a lovely drop kick from Anna there. The backwards and forwards. John going to come out on top. Wow. The spinning high kick. Some force behind that. Anna looking in trouble, but Skoy comes straight in to break it up. He will not let that happen. Anna pulling John back in the middle of the ring. Skoy going back out the ring now. He's done his job to break up the submission, but again with the pin. How did he break out of that? Wait. John? Hang on. John told you he could go it alone. So Max, you didn't walk away. He told you he could do it on his own. Well, there's a revelation. Max in with the arm submission, but no, Skoy fights his way out of it. I'm just trying to deal with what's going on with not Cobra Kai right now, as well as call this match, as we almost hit 13 minutes now gone in this bout so far, and surprisingly John is still going. Well, if that is true, if that's what John has done, he's putting in a good showing. He is indeed Kreese. Scissor kick. Back of a head. Surely a pin here. No, Skoy kicks away, gets the boot to the face, puts John back on the floor again. Skoy looking dazed, sensibly going for the tag. And again with the 3D, putting John's chest and face hard into the mat, but he fights away again. How is he doing this? How is he surviving 14 minutes in 2-on-1? That could be it. If Anna can get up and crawl over, but she can't go for the pin. She can't quite make it, and again she goes for a second one. Throws in for the Irish whip. Jumps. Reverse stomach kick. John is down. Wind taken out of him with that stomach kick. Back to the floor. Just goes with the absolute left hook. Puts John back down again. John fights out. Arm drag over the back to put Anna on the floor, getting some space and some time. He needs to get away. With the submission, the armbar spins over with it. He had that in pretty tight there. Skoy did the right thing coming in to break it up. The problem John has now is he has to take out one of these two when he goes for the pin. And oh, the running knee connects with the chest of John. And the kicks. The kicks on Anna. This is just ridiculous. It's clearly a night of endurance here in CCW. Everyone knows what is on the line. John just having no way to get himself into this at all. Between the double teams and then the knee to the midsection takes him over. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. Surely he's done now. But no, he fights on, the kicks. The chops. The spinning high kick again. Puts Skoy straight back up. The spinning chop puts him down. Skoy is looking very tired now. He's gone for the arm breaker, but couldn't do it. He's just pulled John into the ropes, misses with the uppercut, and now John just throwing punches for all. He's whirled the scissor kick. This could be it. He couldn't quite get time to get the pin as well. Goes on the submission on the leg, but Anna comes straight in to break it up. Elbow for a trouble. Anna picking him up. Irish whip, runs the ropes, but Skoy with the shoulder charge to the lower back. Now Anna gets tagged in, but takes a kick and is just put down to the floor. John still going, 19 minutes gone in this match. We still have our main event to come here in CCW. John stalking his prey, trying to get away into this. And again, Anna curls him up, goes in with the swanton standing. Splash the pin. A 2. John kicks out of the 2. The crowd are going insane here. CF from the back saying if John pulls this off, we need John and Miyagi 1v1. That could happen. That could well happen. It could even happen at the pay-per-view. And again with the scissor kick. Again on Anna. She's taken 2 of those. More signs for Cakes and Jams. Clearly the crowd are massively behind Cakes and Jams tonight. They are a crowd favourite here without any doubt whatsoever, but John is still fighting on 21 minutes. I repeat, 21 minutes in a 2-on-1 situation. A straight jab to the head on Anna, but she blocks the kick. Leg sweep to take him down. Bit of John's own medicine with the leg sweep there, but he fights away from the double team again. How is he doing this? That's got to be the 5th or 6th time he's been driven to the mat by Anna. The elbow, the simple elbow, puts John to the floor, drags him through. Is he back up? But John manages to block it. Tackles Skoy to the ground. And again with a submission on the neck. But Anna straight in, no messing about. Celebrates what could be the winning move. Oh, drives him down with the elbow. Back of the head. Skoy in with the big punishing knees on the stomach. But again, John... What is going on here? John Kreese seemingly has endless bounds of energy to keep going and keep coming back at Anna and Skoy in this 2-on-1. We are 23 minutes into this match, folks. I genuinely don't know how he's doing this. With the roll-up. With a pin. What? 2.9. Just a 2.9. And that is the pin that has seen Anna get so many wins for the Cakes and Jams team. But again, the spinning high kick. But Anna's ripping up with a heel kick. John's on the floor. And again, scoops him with a nice simple slam. Puts John onto the floor again. Takes the back arm drag from the rear on Anna. Gets John some space again. He stands and waits. Goes with a knee kick to put her back down again. He goes in with the submission. Oh my God. Oh my God. What the hell? I don't believe that. Let's just make this clear. John Kreese has just gone 25 minutes and 16 seconds and has just won the match in a 2-on-1. Where does that leave Cakes and Jams? I mean, they're going into the pay-per-view pretty much assured of the title shot. I can't even talk. they've just lost a 2-on-1 against John Kreese, which was expected to be a normal tag team match, and John Kreese just beat Cakes and Jams after 25 minutes. Indeed, Max, he said he could do it. Oh my god, did he do it? Wow. There's no other word. That is just mental. So technically that is a win for Not Cobra Kai. Technically, even though Max did absolutely nothing at all. Jeez. Okay, wow. What a match. Right. We still have our main event. Let me pull myself back together for a little bit. But let me remind you first of some things that are happening here in CCW. We have now been joined by a new manager here in CCW in the form of Sparky, that man right there on your screen. He has been with us tonight. He has been observing all of the matches. He is looking for someone to represent and to push to greatness here in CCW. He will be with us at Crisp and Juicy as well. Again, just observing what goes on and who he can actually take further in this organisation. Speaking of Crisp and Juicy, it is our second live free pay-per-view. It is happening next week, Thursday 27th of August, 9 PM UK, 3 PM CDT, 4 PM EDT, 1 PM PDT. Make sure you join us for all of our championship belts being on the line in that pay-per-view, and we will recap at the end of our main event, and we will show you who is going to be the number one contenders, and indeed in those title matches next week in Crisp and Juicy. I have some extra news against the Thunderbutt title as well, and how you lot can get involved with that. However, wow, we have a main event to finish our show with. So, our main event tonight will definitely see Max Music take action. He has to. He has no choice in this. Our main event tonight sees the challenger take on the 6-inch champion in a non-title bout. This is all about sealing those wins for that number one contender spot. This is all about Go Fish sealing that spot. However, before we go into the match, I need to catch you up on what happened last week and what has become known as Rope Break Gate. I'll take you back now to what was the, shall we say, the defining moment of Rope Break Gate. Let's take you to that action. Now, at this point in the match, this was the first match last week where Fish was taking on Viva La Maxter. As you can see, Fish was having the upper hand. A pin attempt there with a rope break, very clear rope break, absolutely called correctly down the line from Casper. Mac with a bit of comeback, and then Fish just taking control again. Going up top, waiting for Mac, looking for the big missile dropkick, manages to connect that sweetly with the chin of Mac, goes in for the submission, and that rope break is our problem. It was called during the match as a rope break. Casper called it as a rope break. I let the match go to a conclusion. Mac won that match. However, following the conclusion of that match, my producer Dan got on my ear and told me that indeed the match should be restarted and should be run again, as it was in fact a rope break. Now, at the end of the show, you may have caught it, I don't know if the mic's picked it up, but I got a call from Dan as we were going off air, and he basically told me he lied. He lied on air, live to me, to say that in fact it was a rope break when he wasn't sure. So, I then went back, reviewed that footage you have just seen. Having reviewed the footage myself, post the match, Dan did indeed lie during the live show. The rope break was in fact a mistake by Casper. Now, normally Casper is good on rope breaks and will call them down the line and gets them right, but this one was unfortunately a mistake. We all saw it during the show. I didn't think it was a rope break. No one watching did at home either. It definitely wasn't. Casper simply was not placed correctly at the time of the submission being applied to have a full view of the rope but what he thought he saw was Mac just getting a fingertip onto the rope. Now, from our perspective, obviously we didn't see that. It didn't actually happen, and the replays that I've seen back that up as well. Now, the problem is I have a producer, Dan, who lied to me. For some reason, I took pity on him. He still remains as a producer of the show backstage, for now. However, he's on toilet cleaning duty until I tell him otherwise. Yes, that includes the changing room toilets as well. If you've ever been backstage here, wow. Now, the second match, which Mac claimed the victory, that will stand as a result. The victory for Mac will stand in the second match that Fish and Mac took part in. However, I have decided that due to the miscalled rope break during the first match, and given the flow of the match at that time, I have decided to award a win to Fish for the first match. So that means Fish and Mac both go away with a clean win for last week's action. I had no other choice pretty much, because the call got screwed up. I got lied to. It was a very clear-cut case that it was just messed up. Mac wasn't too happy that it was got called a win for Fish on the first one. However, as he got the win on the second match, that's kind of how I placate him a little bit with that. So both of them go away with a win from last week. Now, going into tonight's match, Fish is looking for the all-important win to solidify that number one contender spot for the foot-long World Championship title here in CCW. That is the title she has decided she wants to go for, and it's the only one that she wants to go for. Facing our current 6-inch champ, I thought was the best test I could give her going into Crisp and Juicy. Max has his pride and will not want to have a loss going into that defense next week in Crisp and Juicy. By the way, did you know Crisp and Juicy is next week? It is. I kept it quiet, I know. I don't have to talk about things very much. So we will have a battle of Go Fish. She will be taking on the 6-Intercontinental champion, Max Music. That match is happening right about now. So let's take you down to the ring, get our main event underway. Fish is nothing but determined as she makes her way to the ring tonight. This is a lady you do not want to mess with. If you have seen any CCW shows where Fish has been in the ring, you know you do not stand in her way. She's one of the calmest, most pleasant people backstage, but put her between those ropes, God help you. Her opponent will be Max Music. Now, Max and Meggie have a lot of history here in CCW. That 6-inch title, Meggie wants that badly. I think Fish will want some retribution here for Meggie as well in this match. And our main event is underway. Go Fish, the Hammer versus Max Music. I have a feeling that the crowd might be a little bit split on this one tonight. Both these people are CCW originals here. Both have proven themselves as staunch competitors in this ring. And they will want nothing more than to go home with the victory. Whether or not it means anything for Max, he will want the victory in this match. Okay, let's see what happens then. Max going early with the submission around the neck of Fish, but Fish just breaks straight out. She knows what's going on. Both will have confidence high. It's clear to see their confidence will be high. They know what this means. They know they need to go in on a positive mood into Crisp and Juicy next week. But can they come through on it? That's why I thought this is the perfect test for Fish. I know she can do this. I also know Max can win this match. They both are stunning competitors here in CCW. The arm drag takeover there from Max on Fish, putting the boot in as well. Now Fish straight back up and going with the massive palm strike, and the head connects with Fish's foot. the signs for Fish coming up in the crowd here. Fish, an extremely popular figure here in the CCW locker room and also amongst our crowd as well. Irish whip and the elbow puts Fish to the floor. Runs the running elbow across the throat of Fish as well. And just absolute bombing with the Samoan drop there. Going for the submission on the ankle and knee, but Fish will not take any of that and kick straight out. Coming up for 4 minutes gone now in this match. Non-stop here in our main event. Here on CCW Rekt'Em, episode number 12. The running knee drops on the chest of Max. And again, going for the submission across the neck. It seems like Max has a target on the head area for Fish tonight. Fish is known to have a good high-flying repertoire as well as just being in your face, smack your head off kind of attack as well. And again, going for the leg attack. Fish kicking away though.
5 minutes gone.
Five minutes gone in this match. Sparky with the resub. Thank you so much, Sparky, for that resub. Sparky, if you didn't hear the announcement earlier, Sparky is the newest manager here in CCW. He's observing all the matches tonight to see who his protege will be. Max collapsing to the floor though with the effort. 6 minutes gone already. Again, this has been a non-stop backwards and forwards battle here. This is pretty much what we expect out of our CCW competitors. Max feeling like he has the upper hand slightly at the moment, but the elbow and the separation, and again with the mid kick, but just missed with the drop kick. Oh, a lovely little shot from the floor there by Fish. Straight to the chin of Max, and again with the high kick. Sells the dummy of the foot to the stomach first. But Max just ceases that momentum, puts her back to the floor again. We are equal opportunities here in CCW. Anyone can fight anyone. We do not hold to the men only against men and women against women. Anyone can fight anybody as long as there's any slight chance they might beat the crap out of them. Which quite frankly could happen either way in this match. Fish going up, showing her strength there with the holding suplex. And now sinking Max in for the submission. Oh, that is so painful. Pulling on pretty much every muscle in the body. Max somehow, probably just through sweat, managed to break out of that one. Fish up high, waiting him to stand, and goes the missile dropkick and connects it plumb to the face. Goes in again. Again, pulling hard on those wrists and arms. Max once again fights out though. And just thrown to the floor. Fish just showing her disappointment that Max has not given up and just going straight hammer time on him now. Oh, this not good for Fish. Not good at all. Driven to the mat. The pin. Kicks out at 2. Fish lives to fight another minute. The intervention. The kick. Up high. Oh, she goes with the reverse swanton. Into the pin. A 2.9. It's a 2.9. 10 minutes now gone in this match. Oh god, it's a critical. Oh, he's going into Guri. Fish is back up. She's straight back up. She's straight back in it. Like nothing ever happened. The spinning DDT. The standing swanton into the pin. Oh, 2.9 for Fish. 2.9 for Fish. Max avoids. But in with the pin again. Rolls him up. Tight on the pin. Oh, kicks out at 2. Fish not able quite to pull the win out there, but the momentum certainly in her corner, and she goes for the pancake across the throat. Max looking worse for wear, collapses with a pin. Oh, and he kicks out at 2. Oh, that's 3 pin attempts in a row, and Max has kicked out every single one, and the lariat just puts Fish to the floor. Oh my god, this is just ridiculous. 12 minutes now. Again, rolls him up. The small package pin. Oh, 2.9. Backwards and forwards. Fish just sensing the victory is there. It's on the tip of the pin. I don't know what that even means. Going up high again with the reverse. Splash. And again, and the 2 Max kicks out. This is just relentless from Fish, just going, showing why they call her the Hammer. Dancing, taking a leaf out of Maggie's book with the dance. Maggie and Fish are extremely good friends backstage here in CCW. And goes the pop-up. She reverses into the pin. Oh, she still doesn't get it. It's a 2 count. Max with that massive splash off the ropes, a 2 count. 2.9. What the hell is going on with this? The swift right punch just puts Fish to the floor. The crowd are going absolutely insane. Max. Oh, he's got it again. And again, on the submission on the leg. Will she give up? She's trying to get to the rope. She's trying desperately, but manages to kick away. We carry on with this match, and again he sinks him with driving the head into the mat. The pin in the corner, but the rope break. Fish just getting her foot on the rope there. Backwards and forward slaps. Max, just goes in with the football tackle, puts Fish to the floor. Sent for the ride. And Max caught himself in the corner. Fish capitalises. And she got it. Oh, the rope break. The rope break from the corner. That would have been a massive oopsie there from Max if he'd gone down to that. Knocked himself out in the corner momentarily, but again with the gut wrench slam. Twice. Fish takes nothing on it. Hurricane Rana standing in the ring. A standing Hurricane Rana. The double kicked on the floor to the face. The punishment these two are taking. These are just epic matches tonight. There is no other word for it. This is how you build up to crisp and juicy. Oh, she's nailed it. Pulls him back up again. The spinning DDT. Celebrates with the flip. Pulls Max back up. She just wants more punishment. She wants full hammer time again with another DDT. Puts him down to the floor, but Max is back up again. Straight knee to the stomach, puts him down though. It was all going Fish. It still is. Max reverses. But the elbow. Again. The pedigree. Nails it. Surely she's going to go for the pin. Oh, she's going for the submission. Another rope break. That one, I think, was actually a rope break. That was right next to the ropes, but that was awfully reminiscent of against Mac last week. Powerbomb to the pin. No. Oh, I thought that was over. I don't want this match to end. I don't know about you. This could go on for hours. I don't care. This is brilliant. Oh, the baseball slide kick to the side of the head. We've not seen that used very much from Fish, but again with the DDT. And again, another one. Yes, with the sliding baseball kick to the side of the head once more on Max. She's just going for punishment, a lariat. I can hardly keep up with this match, folks. I don't know how you are at home. Fish taking no prisoners. But neither one can seem to get the win. The pin. Have I just jinxed it? No, she kicks out at 2. This is indeed brutal. The gut wrench slam again from Max. No mercy shown from either competitor, and a second one. And a third one. Good God, this is just brutal. Max with the upper hand now takes the elbow to the back of the head for Fish. And goes in with a sleeper. But no, that's it, rope break. That won't count. Fish pulling Max in, the elbow to put him down the floor. Wants to... Oh, the low blow just missed by the referee. Fish curling up in pain. The ankle lock. Oh my God, he's just won it by the ankle lock. Max has just won by ankle lock. Holy cow. What a main event. Max just comes away with the win. The low blow leading to the ankle lock. Questions need to be asked there. Again, This is the thing, Max has a history of low blow opportunities. He will take them and he has capitalised on them more than once. He's just done it again. And he's got the win by the ankle lock on Fish. Oh my god, those pins that Fish managed to get in a row. And still, wow, okay. So that is the win for Max. Let me make a quick note of that, and then we will have a look at our current standings here in CCW. Woo! Okay, let me just catch my breath. Again, a night, I think you will agree, of absolutely stunning matches. The crowd are absolutely upset with that result. CF Live is not sleeping tonight. Sparky, our newest manager here in CCW, is calling for a protest on the result of the match, but the result stands. It has been called. It was a low blow, but I'll be honest with you, our rules on low blows are fast and loose here in CCW. Wow. Okay. Honestly, I'm still reeling from what I've just seen happen. That was absolutely stunning. Just a night of amazing matches. Anyway, let me bring it back. So let me remind you where we are. So, just to remind you, we have our newest manager here in CCW, which is in the form of Sparky. He is here as a manager now. He is yet to choose his protege. He will be, or has been observing tonight. He will be observing next week during our free pay-per-view Crisp and Juicy, which is happening next week. In case you didn't know, that will be at 9 PM next week on this very channel. Times are on your screen right now. So we need to confirm what is happening with our I'm still getting my head around that. I'm still getting my head around what just happened. We need to get our head around what is going on next week then with our title shot matches. Now, if you are new to CCW, what happens is every pay-per-view, all of our titles are on the line, no questions asked. Whether or not the holder can defend them or not, the titles are defended, end of. So that means you will see the foot-long World Championship currently held by Woozlefett will be on the line. That means that the 6 Intercontinental title currently held by Max Music, you just saw get the victory over Go Fish, will be in action defending that title. That means the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will be defending their Hall Ass Tag Team titles. It also means that Raphael will be defending the Thunderbutt title in none other than the Thunderbutt Cage Deathmatch Tournament Challenge. The Thunderbutt title is our pay-per-view only title. It is only fought for and defended during pay-per-views. It's our little way of making them a little bit special. If you've never seen it before, it is a series of matches, one-on-ones, all fought in a tournament style within a cage. The winner of the whole thing goes away with the Thunderbutt title and holds that title until the next pay-per-view. As I said, Raphael is our current champion. Raphael will be going up against 7 other competitors. It is a 8-person tournament format. I will describe all of what goes on with that tournament, but that's what we need to know for right now. So, let's take a look. Now, you'll need to bear with me whilst I go through our stats and just check off where we actually are. So, let's have a look then. So, in terms of the foot-long World Championship, Woozle Effect is our current champion. That means that, let me just check this off so I have these numbers correctly. I think, now bear in mind that Undertaker still has the right for a rematch on that belt, seeing as he lost it against Woozlefett. He still has the rematch clause to take. If Undertaker accepts that rematch clause, he will be contesting that title at Crisp and Juicy. But actually, right now, let me just consult my numbers. So that means that we have Max goes on 6 as the current 6-inch title holder. Elicure puts at 5. Go Fish is at 5. Right, okay, so there we go. Right, so that does mean that in lieu of Undertaker taking his rematch clause, which he has up until an hour before show start next week to tell me he is doing that. So Undertaker, if you're listening, the clock is ticking. At this moment, our number one contender for that title is still Go Fish. So don't forget that Fish had that extra win from last week, even though she has actually lost, well, not extra win, but the win from last week, even though she lost tonight's match against Max, that puts her on 5 wins and 2 losses. The only other person that could contest, 2 people, sorry, that could contest would have been Max. However, he will be defending his 6-inch title. The only other person that would actually have been Elicure. That puts him on 5 wins, but he has 3 losses. So that means that we have Go Fish as our official contender for the footlong world title. So let me just update this as I'm going. Moving on to the 6-Intercontinental title. Max Music, as I said, is our current holder of that belt. Meggy Moo Moo does hold the rematch clause. Again, Meggy Moo Moo has until an hour before the pay-per-view next week to tell me of her intentions. I am still yet to hear whether she wants to go for that. So in terms of number one contender, that does mean that if my maths are correct, let me just double check if I am correct. Yes, I think I am. With Mac losing earlier tonight, that does in fact put Elicure as the number one contender for the 6-inch title. I told you he was a dark horse. I told you he was coming up when no one was looking. Elicure is the official number one contender going into Crisp and Juicy next week. Now, let's move on to the Hall Ass Tag Team titles. This is a much simpler picture, actually. With Wayne World out of action due to Wayne's concussion, which is still ongoing. By the way, Wayne is doing much better. Still not great, but is getting much better. Still not fit to compete, though, here in CCW yet, unfortunately. So Wayne's World are out of the picture altogether. In terms of what happens after tonight, Street Fight with a win tonight, that does put them on 4 wins and no losses as a tag team in pure tag team competition here in CCW. However, we do have Cakes and Jams as the number one contenders for that title. They just edge it on the wins column. So, Cakes and Jams are the official number one contenders. I should also explain that I've not mentioned there being a rematch clause on that for the previous holders, because the previous holders for the Hall Ass titles were, in fact, the one and only Cobra Kai. Now, Cobra Kai, if you missed the announcement, have actually withdrawn themselves from contention of that title. And therefore, they are actually only focusing on themselves right now, which left the door wide open for the number one contenders. What just happened? I don't know what just happened. Anyway, let's move on. Cakes and Jams are exactly. Cakes and Jams are the number one official contenders and will be contesting the Hall Ass Tag Team titles against the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles next week at Crisp and Juicy. So that leaves us with the Thunderbutt Cage Deathmatch Tournament Challenge. Now, Raphael is the current holder. Raphael will be by default in that. He has to defend his title in this format. So, the way the Thunderbutt works, as I said, it's an 8-person tournament. For those of you that know this, just turn off for a second. For those of you who don't, listen up. It's an 8-person tournament. What happens is, it's all one-on-one matches. It is a knockout format. We have a first round of matches. We then go to a semi-final round of 2 matches, and then the final. The final will decide either whether Raphael, if he gets that far, retains his title, or whether we have a new champion. Because the format of this, let's just say the odds are against the current champion to go through this, because Raphael will start in the first round. He does not get a bye. He does not get to go through to the final because he's the champion. He has to fight his way to that final match. Which means, in this, you end up getting 7 matches for the price of 1 title. Now, in terms of contenders for that, we do things a little bit differently here. Now, what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to nominate 3 of the contenders for that shot. Now that means that there will be 4 more slots available to go up against, or sorry, to go for the Thunderbutt title. Now what we're going to do is next week, live on the pay-per-view, you lot are going to get to pick who those 4 competitors are. So, I'm going to start tonight by picking the first 3 competitors that will go into that round. So let me just see where we are. Right. So that will mean that our current champions, meaning Whistle Effect, Max Music, and the Turtles, are not eligible for that draw. It also means that Go Fish, Elicure, and the members of Cakes and Jams, as guaranteed title shots next week, are also not eligible for that draw as well, just to make that clear. Now, that means that I have to pick 3 people that are going to go in for that. Now, let's see. I'm just looking now at the wins and losses to see what we can do. Brand envelopes change hands. I would never say that I could be swayed by bribery. However, my door is always open. So I am going to put into as the first 3 competitors for the Thunderbutt title. I dominate the loss to win ratio column. That is true, Duckets, you do. That in itself is an achievement. Right, first person I am going to put in that is... I'm going to put Viva La Maxter into that mix. So despite his loss... The amps are mostly empty, yeah, they probably are. They just literally got dripping with cat food, that's probably what it is. Phone doesn't like you right now. So I'm going to put Viva La Maxter as the first person who will go into... There we go, who will go into that draw. That's the first one of my 3 that I will be picking. Who else am I going to put in? Let's have a look. Who else have we got? Who else have we got? So, Fish is not eligible. Power Butt title. Well, if someone pays for it, it can be renamed. That's all I'm saying. Wizard Effect is out. Max is out. Elicure is out. Do you know what? Actually, potentially a controversial call. But by the way, I was joking, Sparky. I'm just going to be clear. No one has to pay for a change of title. I'll just change it. But I like Thunderbutt. I like a certain debutant here in CCW. He may be down 0 wins to 3 losses, but I like the guts of the guy. So I'm actually going to be controversial. I'm going to put King Duckett into that picture. I'm going to do that. So that means we have Viva La Maxter, we have King Duckett as the first 2 of my 3. Let's see who else we can put in. So Meggy technically has the rematch clause call. So does the Undertaker. So technically I can't put Meggy into this, otherwise I probably would do. There is really only one choice, because I'd like to give opportunities to our CCW originals here during a pay-per-view. It's a big special event. We need to make sure we are showcasing the best of our talent, and the best of our talent is the CCW original crew, if I'm honest with you. Put yourself in. Unfortunately, my duties will be behind this desk and behind the microphone, making sure that Dan doesn't screw up my production for me again. You can swear all you want at me, Dan. You know it's true. You're still my little toilet bitch. Get used to it. You will be scrubbing the porcelain for many months. So, I think what we're going to do... I know, friggin' Dan, right? Friggin' Dan. CF with the resub, thank you so much. Much appreciated. What are we going to do? We are going to put Richie Cranium into that picture. Because I don't think Richie has had a fair shot. I mean, he's had plenty of attempts, don't get me wrong, but I think he's had a bit of a rough ride. And plus, coming tonight with the balls to come to the ring, demand a match with Steve Austin in your corner and call out the Green Ranger with a partner of his choice, I kind of like that. Tonight I do anyway. Next week I might change my mind. So that means that the first 3 entrants in Raphael's defense of the Thunderbutt title will be Viva La Maxter, King Duckets, and Richie Cranium. Now, as I said, next week we will be allowing you lot at home to pick the other 4 competitors that will go into that bag. We will also do the draw live for how the first round of matches plays out. We did it before, it worked really well, so we're going to do the live draw again during the pay-per-view for how the Thunderbutt Cage Deathmatch Tournament Challenge will begin with the first round of 4 matches. So, there we go. That's that done. We have our matches set. So let's just recap. We have the footlong world champion Wuz Lafette will defend his title against Go Fish. Max Music will defend his 6-inch title against the Doctor, Ella Cures. The Hall Ass Tag Team titles will be defended by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, taking on the might and power of Cakes and Jams. And finally, Raphael will defend his Thunderbutt title initially against Viva La Maxter, King Duckets, and Richie Cranium, with the 4 next week to be decided by you guys at home. That has been CCW Rekt'Em episode number 12. I hope you have enjoyed the show. Thank you very much for joining me here on the show tonight. I will see you, I hope, live next week for CCW Crisp and Juicy. Until next time, look after yourselves. Take care. We are CC frickin' W. Good night. Dan, take your headphones off, get your bog brush, get to the toilets. I hear they're also very crisp and juicy.